Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. So I've got another catfishing video. I've watched three so far. They've all had a religious angle. All Christianity has played a part in the decision-making process in terms of sending money away. The last person that I did this on, he sent a lot of money to a young woman, and he believed that because he was going to church and praying that he would be protected. So, okay, we've got another story here. This lady, this is her in her 20s when she married her husband. He left her when she was about sort of 58, 59 years old. He remarried. She's now 61 and she's met somebody, or at least she thinks that she has. So let's just see what's going on with this.
I was divorced in 2016 after being married for almost 33 years. My ex-husband remarried within about 18 months of our divorce to his high school sweetheart. I guess I was feeling very lonely and kind of like just left behind. My youngest daughter, she suggested, setting up some profiles. Got onto Christian Mingle, and that's where I met this man. The first message that I got from him on that.
Just briefly there, it's interesting. Okay, so she's a Christian and she's decided that she wants a Christian partner. Well, that's fair enough. Obviously, she wants to meet somebody with the same worldview that she's got. So I can relate to that.
App was, he liked my smile. One of the first things that he asked me was, why did I divorce my husband? Because he is a Christian as well. And in some circles, that's a pretty big deal.
Now, that's interesting. He asked her this question, why do you divorce your husband? He's a Christian. A lot of Christians kind of believe the marriage vows, especially if you have a marriage in church, till death us do part, it's a lifetime contract. And this is quite devious of him to ask this question, because this is one of the things that convinced her that he was real and he was a real genuine Christian, because I wouldn't say that only a Christian would ask that question. I don't think that's the case at all, because I've been asked that question myself, and not from Christians. So, but she assumed that he'd asked this question because he is a Christian and it's a big deal for him. So I don't know. Obviously, this is a case where her religious beliefs have reinforced her conviction that she's dealing with a real person because of the question that he asked.
When I explained to him the things that happened, he apologized on behalf of men for what had happened to me. I didn't get any creepy feelings about him, and I had my daughter read all of his messages as well. And she agreed with me that this sounded like, an okay person to try to connect with.
The first week was believable. He sounded almost too good to be true. And then once it kind of got more serious and she was talking about wanting to meet him.
Jeanette's daughter is the one who originally hooked her up with Johnny on Christian Mingle. After 4 years of phone calls and messages that Johnny has sent claiming he would show up, she has grown sick of this man and feels he is taking advantage of her mom.
I don't find any validity in anything that he's said to her.
He is Swedish, born in Nacka, came to the States in his 30s, 51, almost 52. And
can you see the contrast between what the daughter said? She said, I don't see any validity in anything that he's saying. In other words, she doesn't believe him. He's a fraud. And the way that her mother is talking about him, she's delivering all these facts as if he's really a real person and everything that he has said is actually true.
And he had his own business. He was a construction consultant, but that he had just landed a contract with Millennial Challenge Corporation.
He sounds like a big shot, big businessman. He's in construction. Why would he need her to start sending money?
Very intelligent. He has a great sense of humor, well-read, very warm. He wants to know.
These catfish scammers, they're becoming more sophisticated. They are. They're becoming better at what they do. It's the profession of what they do. they are becoming experts at conning people and convincing people that they're real, they're compassionate, they can show empathy and understanding. And I can see how you could really believe this person understands all the problems that you're having in your life. And it's creating a scenario where one day when the question comes, oh, I need some money, I'm short of money, it would be very difficult to say no.
How I'm feeling and what I'm thinking.
How could you say no to somebody who's been so caring and compassionate?
I'm not used to that.
When Jeanette and Johnny first got in contact, they slowly began to talk more and more. She enjoyed talking to him so much, it became a daily routine to text him from the morning all the way through the night.
He told me his wife
Well, sounds like he earned his money. Sounds like he put a lot of time into this project.
died and he'd been
Oh yeah, okay, have a look at this. So this is what Johnny says. My wife passed away and I had been praying for the Lord to send me a woman like yourself. Oh, that's funny. He's made a spelling mistake there. Can you see that? He meant a woman. He's actually put the plural women. That's something that she might have picked up on, thought, oh, is he a native speaker? Is that just a typo? Maybe I should look out for some more of those mistakes, because quite often the scammers, if they're in Nigeria or somewhere like that, they will they're not native English speakers. They will make mistakes now and again. So yeah, so here he is. He's appealing to this Christian, this religious side of her by by talking about God and how his prayers to the divine have led to you. They've led to this woman. And not only that, but he's a widow. He's a widower, which kind of is going to make her feel even closer to him. She's lost something. She's lost a long-term husband. He's lost something as well. So not only are they both religious, she thinks he's religious, so they're appealing through the divine angle, but also on a human level too. Okay, so yeah, just to round off on the slippery slope argument, because all of particularly the last one that I did, where he'd been to church and prayed to God, etc., this thing couldn't happen to him. That definitely was a case of a slippery slope. He wasn't compartmentalizing his belief. He was putting confidence in it that it could protect him in all matters. So it was definitely a slippery slope there. In this case with this lady, you'd have to say it's another slippery slope because of her confidence in her religion, Christianity. She's got confidence in other people who claim to be Christians. So it definitely is a slippery slope. If she was compartmentalizing her belief in Jesus, she would say, right, I'm going to throw away my critical thinking skills just for my belief in Jesus, that he's the savior, etc., etc. But I'm going to show due diligence, with everybody else, with every other compartment in my life, including other people who claim to be Christians, because I know that I'm a Christian, but they might pretend to be a Christian, and I could get into trouble, and I could get, in this case, for example, cheated out of money. So it's definitely another slippery slope in this case. Okay, well, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again with another one soon. Bye for now.